Previously on the LCS.
Oh, Smithy now is going to get found out here. How did he go sink your hit?
He didn't say Ali Oxenfree. He would have been perfectly fine.
Okay.
Welcome to Week 5 in the North American LCS.
The Nexus!
Boy, boy's done! The Nexus is done! Curse have done it! They backdoor the game!
History repeats itself once again for CLG. Team Solo Mid, go for the surrender button.
Oh my God! We got it!
Suna now in the front, a little too sure of himself. The shutdown bounty going to Meteos.
And this is why you never count Cloud9 out.
Cloud9 comes back from what looked like an impossible win and keep themselves on top.
How did we win?
You can see Smithy at the end there raising his eyebrows, trying to figure out what went wrong there.
Our final match of the day, Dignitas versus Curse. They are going for blood.
They are just diving with reckless
Oh my
abandon.
gosh.
Lisa Mechanics kicks them away for the kill. Curse just decided to win here. They just crushed to end the week here.
Welcome everybody to week 6 of the North American League Championship Series. I'm Rivington Fizzle III, and next to me is, depending on the day, Joshua Jatleesman. And today we're bringing you 4 exciting matches, starting with first place Cloud9 taking on Team Solo Mid. But before we get into the action on the Rift, we have to talk about last week's crazy comeback by Cloud9 against Vulcan.
And that was one of the best comebacks we've seen in North America all year. After getting behind really big early, Cloud9 kept having fun. They didn't go on tilt, and they're able to come back and beat Vulcan in the late game, which is usually the hardest part of the game to beat Vulcan.
Yep. And not only did they lock down that incredible comeback win, Cloud9 also took out Velocity and Counterlogic Gaming, resulting in them being the only team to go a perfect 3-0 last week.
Yeah, Vulcan was second in the standings and CLG was third, and beating them increased Cloud9's first place lead in the standings, as well as giving them a 2-1 advantage against both of those teams.
Right, and while Vulcan was on the wrong end of Cloud9's comeback, they were able to bounce back from that loss, finish the week 2-1, and extend their lead over CLG for second place.
And 2 of the big reasons for their success are Mandatory Cloud, or ManCloud, and Bloodwater. ManCloud is leading the league in kills, and Bloodwater is leading the league in assists. So far this summer, Vulcan's proved that third place finish they had in the spring playoffs was no fluke.
And while Vulcan had high expectations for this summer after their playoff run, the bar was set even higher for Team Solo Mid after they crushed the second half of the spring split. But last week's Reggie and crew summer struggles continued as they went a disappointing 1-2.
And those 2 losses last week gave TSM 8 for the summer, which is actually 1 more loss than they had all spring.
Yep.
They need to solve their communication issues quickly if they want to even think about World Championships.
So TSM isn't the only team struggling this summer. After going winless last week and seeing their record drop to 2-13, Velocity has made their second roster swap in as many weeks.
Yeah, so Chris is being moved out of the starting lineup this week. BioRose will replace him in top lane, while Echo will continue to be in that mid lane.
And we will get a chance to see Velocity's new lineup can get up to speed later today when they take on Counterlogic Gaming. But for now, let's take a look at the standings. Cloud9 is in the same place they've been all summer, and that's first. While Vulcan is 3 games out in second, and CLG 5 games off in third.
After that, it's a tie for 4th place between Coast, Dignitas, and TSM, while Curse is just 1 game in back of that pack in 7th, and Velocity rounds out the standings in 8th.
And all 8 of the NALCS teams will be taking to the Rift today, starting with number 1 Cloud9 battling Team Solo Mid, followed by Edward and Curse throwing down against Daydreamin' and Team Coast.
After that, ManCloud and Vulcan take on Scara and Dignitas, and then it's today's finale. Doublelift and CLG will battle the new look Velocity.
And FYI, you can vote on who you think will win all 4 of today's games by simply going to lolesports.com.
Click on the match at the top right, go to week 6, and vote.
And today the NALCS will be playing on the 3.9 patch, the same patch you're running at home right now.
So the first big change of the 3.9 patch as it comes into the LCS is that Tear of the Goddess. It stacks slower now. So Blue Ezreal, Ryze, and Jace will be the most affected since they really rely on that item. Another change is Draven's passive no longer deals bleed damage. Draven's the most played AD carry in the North American LCS. His early lane bullying is lowered substantially because of that. And then finally, the Oracle's change. It now persists through death. Lasts 4 minutes instead of 5, and has a lower sight radius now. So that's going to change a lot about how supports in particular
I'm
play the
excited
early
to see
mid-game.
how that affects the game a lot. And there's one more change to the League of Legends that we have to talk about. Udyr's new Spirit Guard skin, his Ultimate Champion skin, is now available to everyone playing on the live servers.
Yeah, Udyr Spirit Guard skin is the second Ultimate Champion skin in the game. It was 9 months in the making, and this here looks really damn cool. As an Udyr player, I was really excited about the skin. I came into work early yesterday just to play a ranked game. Miraculously, he wasn't banned. I got to play him, and I actually won, so everything went well there.
Too bad you didn't have this stuff when you were playing professionally. It's like growing up,
Yeah.
and now these kids get way cooler toys than we did. But they're not kids.
Yeah, the Primal Udyr skin was a kind of a cool toy. This is like the Optimus toy, like one of those giant super soakers you get to shoot people with. I don't know. It's
So
cool.
good. All right, guys, you know what I'm excited for right now is your Twitter questions of the day. Make sure you hit us up at LOL Esports and let us know. Which NALCS pro would you most like to join your team and why?
And if we read your tweet and answer on the air today, you could win a Logitech G510S gaming keyboard. Just make sure you're following at LOL Esports and that you use the hashtag LCS.
All right, we've got to take a short break, but when we return, it's time for our first match of the day, Cloud9 versus Team Solo Mid, the North American League Championship Series. We'll be right back.